We lost a historic class, not only in size but in experience and success. So we do have to replace a lot of skill guys. We do return most of our guys up front, which is a big deal for us. But our kid playing quarterback this year is probably Gavin Thomason. He's an amazing baseball kid, and he's been a 2-year starter for us as a skill kid. Just kind of wait his turn at quarterback. Harrison Martin slides over. He'll take over for Kellen at our age position, which is going to be some big shoes to fill. But Harrison, he's extremely gifted athlete. Would have been playing at every other school except for he had Kellen in front of him. So Wyatt Hallam is probably is our only returning real skill kid. He was our A-back last year. He's returning at A-back. And then I said we're going to have several new kids filling in, trying to find roles on the team. Gage Hill's at a receiver. Carson Trussell's moving over he was a starter last year at defense, but now he's going to get some reps on offense. And then Colton Clinworth is probably our most productive kid over the summer. He plays tight end, wide receiver, defensive end for us. I expect him to have a big year.
How do you see them? I know it's really early on, but stepping up in these roles.
It's luckily for us, I feel like we've had several years in a row with really good leadership, and so more than any of those kids have learned about what it takes as far as work ethic and commitment. So, I don't feel like hopefully we take a step backwards in that category, and then if we don't take a step backwards in that category, then eventually we'll start to see production on the field follow.
In the last 2 years, it was like you're getting one step closer. Are these guys saying this is the year?
I know the coaches are. Hopefully they are. We were 3 minutes and 19 seconds away last year, and credit to those guys at Lamar. Coach Bashore just keeps doing what they've been doing now for over a decade. So, I think that getting a chance to be in that scenario and understand how long football season can be, I think that they've wrapped their mind around what it's going to take from here on out.
And someone like Gavin, who is starting as a sophomore, what did he take away from experiences like those?
He's always been a kid that's an extremely gifted athlete, and I think him having a different role up until this point, he's been the quarterback of that grade his entire life, but, he's had guys ahead of him. Him having to fill in a different role other than quarterback has kind of given him a new understanding and a higher IQ for the offense as a whole. So I think he more than anything is ready from an experience standpoint, having to know what it takes to be outside as well as what it takes to be quarterback.
How will this team look different from the years of the past?
Hopefully not much. We've been pretty good on both sides of the football. I expect our defense to continue to play really well. We're extremely fast on defense, which is what Coach Thomas wants. I think that we're going to lean really heavily on our experience up front. Our kids, our offensive line, I feel like is going to be one of the best in the area, hopefully. So we're going to lean really heavily on them and take what the defense gives us. It'll be a little bit of a learning curve early, but hopefully, mid-season we'll figure out what we're good at and roll from there.
Any philosophy, mindset that this team really has this year?
We're trying to just stress these kids about do your job. With a lot of new faces, sometimes those guys that are returning feel like they've got to kind of make up, and while these guys are trying to learn, and we're just trying to focus on do your job. This is your 1/11th, and so that's kind of been what we've been preaching to them. And I think it's starting to set in about I just got to take care of my job, and I'm gonna trust somebody else to take care of theirs.
Did those seniors that graduated last year, did they pass anything down to these guys, whether it's just words of advice or anything just to be like, hey guys, let's keep it going?
I think so. There's a really tight-knit group last year, all the way seniors through freshmen. So I'm sure there's lots of inside jokes and things that those kids pass down that I don't know, and I frankly don't really want to know. So I'll just let them keep that amongst themselves.